Ladies and gentlemen, Project Play would like to welcome you back into live theatre. Please be reminded that the use of any recording equipment is strictly prohibited. As we take a trip back to the 1940s, before the days of mobile phones, please remember to turn yours back on as you leave at the end of the show.
My brawn went running.
Yeah, it's all right, Joe. It's all right,
brawn. You got to serve it by the spoonful, you see, and then it falls through the paper.
All right, thank you. Right, pay attention, everybody. Wilson, I want you to bring the men to attention. I'm about to make an inspection.
Yes, of course, sir. So, Tom, would you mind standing to attention? It's awfully kind of you.
Not like some Nancy boy, you're a sergeant.
Yes, of course. Attention.
I'd just like to point out, sir, that we already stood at attention.
Oh, yes, there you are. Stand at ease, Jonesy.
But I wasn't ready and he caught me on the op.
Right, attention! Actually, you're quite smart, Jones, actually. Well done. Very smart.
Thank you, sir. And I'm also very alert as I'm talking to you. My eyes are wandering everywhere.
Come on.
Mr. Jones.
He moved it, sir. So my reflex actions came explained instantly.
All right.
Can I stand somewhere else, please, Mr. Mainwaring?
No. Just stay as you are, mate. Now then, how many times have I told you not to bring the scarf on parade?
My mum makes me wear it. I have a weak chest. You ask Uncle Arthur.
Wilson.
Yes?
If that boy's mother spoils him rotten, isn't there something you can do about it?
Well, not really, sir. You see, Mavis, I mean, Mrs. Pike, makes him wear it, you see, because he gets croup.
Croup? That's what chickens get, isn't it?
Yes, well, unfortunately, Frank gets it as well, you see.
Captain Mainwaring,
Raise up.
I'd just like to point out that while you're walking up and down here, wasting time blethering, the Germans are just the other side of the channel waiting to invade us.
Right, Fraser, I've got it sorted out. Thank you very much. Very smart. Right, Walker. Very good. Very smart. Wait a minute. What's that?
Oh, it's not the whiskey, sir.
How many times have I told you not to bring your black market business onto parade? Just get rid of it at once, now.
Yes, I'll take that from you.
What? All right. I'll overlook it this time. Godfrey.
Good evening.
Good evening. Godfrey, this isn't a church social. I'm carrying out a military inspection. Just take that smile off your face, will you?
Do you think it'll be long, sir?
Why?
Well, I'd rather like to...
No. You can't go yet. All right? Just stand at ease, everybody. Stand at ease. Right. Now, pay attention. I have some very important news from GHQ. Now, listen very carefully. GHQ are concerned that the Home Guard will confuse British airmen bailing out for a Nazi paratroop invasion. Now, I know this sounds quite ridiculous, but we must all be ready. And so here is the top secret information you need. British aircraft have no more than 6 aircrew. All right? So, if you see a plane flying in the sky and you count more than 6 paratroopers coming out the back, that's probably a Nazi invasion. You have to shoot straight away. Right. Any questions?
Mr. Mandarin, if they're dressed as nuns, do we still count them?
No. Well, yes, you count them however they're dressed, Pike. I can't really see a scenario of a plane load of real nuns bailing out with parachutes, can you?
Well, I don't know, see, I'm looking at it like this, right? Imagine somewhere in occupied France, right, there's this nunnery. And one day, the head nun, she called all the other nuns together, and she says, so, look here, girls, I've had enough of being underneath Nazi hills. Let's escape to dear old England. So one night, they go out and they steal a plane, and then they fly and fly and fly and fly. But when they get here, they don't know how to land it. So they all jump out in parachutes.
You're in the realms of fantasy.
It is a possibility, though, sir. It is a possibility.
All right. It's a 1,000,000 to 1 chance.
If I
But yes, you're right. We do need to be ready for that.
I'm sorry, sir, if I may be allowed to interject at this point of the discussion.
Yes, Wilson.
Well, it's perfectly simple, you see. As they float down, the turbulence of the air will cause their habits to rise, and we should be able to see their legs. Then, of course, we'll be able to tell whether they're real Germans or not.
That's a very good idea. You must look at their legs, everybody. Look at their legs.
Mr. Mandarin, I don't think I should care to look at nuns' legs, sir. It would be very polite.
You just have to force yourself, Godfrey. This is war.
Mr. Mandarin, I don't know what a real nun's legs look like. I've never seen them.
When it comes to that, I don't think anyone has.
Hairy ones! If they're Nazis, they'll have nasty hairy legs with jackboots on.
Here, what do we do if the real nuns have got nasty hairy legs with jackboots on?
Oh, Walker, don't get smart. Right, now then, imagine this scenario. There's a parachutist floating down with his hands up. Would you think that's strange?
Not half as strange as if he was floating up with his hands down.
Now, parachutist floating down, hands up. Now, you might assume that he's going to surrender, but no. He may have grenades in either hand. Boom! So be careful. Just watch it. Right, get the phone, would you?
Yes, Mr. Mandarin.
Listen, put me a grenade. Have you ever tried those Mills bombs?
No, I haven't, sir.
Why not? I told you to do it yesterday.
Well, as I said before, sir, they're awfully dangerous, you see.
War is awfully dangerous, Wilson. What are you going to do if Nazi paratroopers land on this roof? What are you going to say? Ooh, could you just wait a minute whilst we prime the grenades? No, Wilson, you're not going to say that because they're going to be primed and ready. Do you understand?
Yes, of course, sir.
That's why I want them done now. What is it, Pike?
Mr. Mandarin, it's, you're wanted on the telephone. It's GHQ. It's very urgent.
Ah, of course it is. Right, Wilson, take charge.
Yes.
Right, carry on, boy.
So, two. Have a word, please.
Oh! All right, get out the way. Just get out the way. Shut the door. From the other side.
You should have said so.
What was that, Mainwaring?
Nothing, sir. Nothing you wanted me?
Yes, Mainwaring. I've got a very important job for you to do.
Oh, yes, what is that?
I've just had a message from the police. A U-boat captain and some of his crew have been rescued by a fishing boat out in the channel. They're down the harbour now, locked in the ship's hold.
I say, that's marvellous news, sir.
Yes, I'd like you to go and pick them up, take them to the church hall, and I'll send over an armed escort as soon as possible.
Our chance to get hold of the enemy at last, eh, sir? Don't worry, we'll take good care of them.
They shouldn't give you too much trouble, Mainwaring. They've been floating around in a rubber dinghy for the last 2 days. Cheer-ho!
Cheers, sir. Right, men, fall in.
Fall in then.
That's a very important news. After months of waiting, we finally get to face the enemy.
Oh, blimey, don't tell me we're invading France.
We're not going to do anything too hasty, are we?
No, Wilson, come here. I've got something very important to tell the men.
Have you found out what nuns' legs look like?
Attention. A fishing vessel has picked up a U-boat crew and they are in the harbour right now. And we have to go and pick them up and bring them here.
Speak Spanish! Speak Spanish! We're going to the harbour to pick up the U-boat crew. Speak Spanish!
Jonesy, calm down.
I'm sorry, sir, you've got to get away from action. I've just pictured my man in circle.
Jones, just fall the men in outside, will you?
Right, here we stand, under the wall, quick march, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Here.
No, you've got free out there.
Right, now, Pike, I want you to prime all of the grenades. Do you hear me?
Yes, indeed.
And I want them all done by the time I get back.
Yes, sir. Come on then, Frank.
Come on, Jones.
I can see a bunch of small town heads squatting round the local corner whittling sticks. In the whole town, what did I ever roam down? I must be crazy.
Okay, you guys, it's a showdown. Share this pineapple
Put
amongst you.
that down, Frank.
You know those Chicago gangsters used to call them pineapples, Uncle Arthur? I saw it in that film Rain with Paul Mooney.
Yes, but I don't care what they call them. They're awfully dangerous.
Oh no, these ones are quite safe. There are detonators in them. Look, you can see right through. Shall I get them?
No, I don't want you to do anything. You stay there. I'll get the detonator. This is so very, very risky. Awfully risky indeed. Let me have a look. There only seems to be 2 in this box.
Oh, there's another box just there on the other shelf. There, Uncle Arthur. Just there. Shall I get them?
No. Don't you touch them. Leave it to me. Dummy primers for training purposes only.
Oh, dummy detonators. They're no good. Look, there's a box of real ones. Just
Wait a
there.
minute,
Shall I
Frank.
get-
Wait a minute, Frank. What if we would put the dummies in the grenades instead of the real thing?
But Mr. Mannering said we had to get them primed and ready for instant action. What would we do if the Germans came
Yes,
along?
well, we could change them around. It wouldn't take a moment. I think we could probably get it done before the bells had stopped ringing, you know.
Mr. Mannering will be awfully cross if he finds out.
Yes, well, I think he'd be even more cross if we all get blown up. Now, come on, Frank. Let's get this done.
Why do you whisper green grass? Why tell the trees what they
Right.
All right, Jones, we can put the hands down now.
No, Dick's hot head is down.
What are you doing, Jones?
They're still hockey, sir.
Oh, don't forget about that. Just doing it. Right, Fraser, get the nose gun, set it up on the stage for a clean sweep of the hall.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now, Sponge, Hancock. Yes, sir. I want you to commission a ladder immediately. Right, now, sir. Jones, I want you to get this group into a tight huddle in the middle of the hall.
All in the
Tight
door.
huddle.
Quick as huddle. In huddle in the middle of the wall. Mark the fight. Mark.
You've gone back all right, then, sir. Did they give you any trouble?
No. They're an ugly bunch, though, aren't they? Look at them. You want to watch that captain? He's a surly brute. You know, he's done nothing but sneer and smoke cigarettes.
Well, that reminds me, sir. I wonder if you've got any left. I'm here to run out.
What a cocktail party, Wilson.
No, of course not.
Daddy, have you done those grenades?
Well, Mr.
Well, I can
Mannering,
honestly say, sir, there's detonators in all the grenades. Yeah.
Good. Right. Hi. Get the Tommy gun.
The Tommy gun!
Yes, get the Tommy gun.
Oh, yes, Mr. Mannering. Thank you, Mr. Mannering.
Jones, are they in the huddle?
Oh, yes, sir, they are. Yeah.
Right, Walker, you cover them. Don't get too close. Jones, here, conference.
Yeah.
Tell your mates, right? I'm in the market for Nazi daggers, badges, swastikas, signed pictures of Hitler, you know, souvenirs, stuff like that. I'll give you a good price. Lime, you don't speak English, do you? Look, Nazi daggers. See, daggers.
Get away from my men at once.
Now, don't you start on me, Dave.
Walker, get over here. Get over. What are you doing, fraternising with the enemy?
I was just thinking if there was anything they needed, sir.
I'll see to that. Just get back to your post. Doesn't stop, does it? Right, now, you two. Now, the armed guard will be here very soon. You understand? So I want maximum security. Maximum security, Wilson. Do you understand?
Yes, maximum security, sir.
Right.
Here it is, Captain Mannering.
Aha.
It's all loaded and ready.
Set it up, Fraser.
Aye,
Set it
aye.
up.
Permission to speak, sir.
Yes, sir.
What if we was to cut their trouser buttons off? We went to cut their chairs buttons off and they were to escape downtown. Someone walking along all nonchalant laugh and go, hello, that's rather peculiar, and raising an alarm.
You! You should do nothing of the sort. The Geneva Convention clearly states that prisoners of war should not be put in humiliating positions.
Now, I tell you what, you'll be in a humiliating position if I get this up your
Don't
mate.
threaten me, you silly old fool.
He called me a silly old fool, sir.
All right, Jones, all right, Jones, we're not savages. Now you, get back in your place and speak when you're spoken to.
I'm phoning you, Captain.
Just do as you're told, will you?
Yes, sir, I must agree. He has got rather an abrupt manner, but then I'm sure we must make allowances, bearing in mind that we've just sunk his submarine.
What?
Where do you want this to set that in this library?
Step ladder. Very good. Right, set it up here. Very good.
Well done, Sponge. Well done, Hancock. Go careful your fingers. Don't touch them in there. It's awfully dangerous.
Right, now, Pike, get up the ladder with your Tommy gun. You'll have a clean sweep of the hall.
Well, you know I don't like going up ladders, Mr. Mannering. What with my vertigo?
Just get up the ladder.
Frank will be perfectly fine. Now go up.
It's ever so wobbly.
Just get up the ladder.
I've got no for my doctor!
Well done. Well done, Frank. See, there we are. It wasn't so difficult after all.
Godfrey! Godfrey!
Sorry, sir.
You dozed off? We're guarding a bunch of cutthroats and you doze off? I want you to watch them like a hawk, Godfrey. Like a hawk! Oh, never mind. Just hold the ladder, will you? Godfrey, show them what to do.
Yeah. Grab hold of there, and I'll find you a nice chair to sit.
Keep them guarded, Jones.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Watching you walk up. Hello, Mannering here.
Ah, GHQ, yeah? Everything all right, Mainwaring?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've got the prisoners here for you to collect.
I'm very sorry, Mainwaring. I shan't be able to get the armed escort over until tomorrow morning.
You mean we've got to look after them all night?
Yeah, sorry about that. Nothing I can do about it. Just bed them down for the evening, give them some blankets. Oh, and something to eat as well, of course.
Well, we've only got our sandwiches.
Well, send out for fish and chips, man.
Fish and chips?
Yes, fish and chips. Nothing I can do about it. I'll be over with the armed escort about 8 tomorrow morning. Cheer-ho!
Cheer-ho. Jones, Wilson,
Yes.
come here. Now, the armed guard isn't going to be here till tomorrow morning, so we've got to guard them all night.
Right. Well, I'm still all in favour of cutting their trousers off. Yeah,
We're not doing that, Jones, right?
right, sir.
Right. No. I shall just have to speak to them myself.
You can't speak German, can you?
Oh, I think you'll find that they'll know from the tone of my voice who's in charge, Wilson. Right, you coming?
Yes, indeed.
Right. Right, now pay attention.
I say so. They're awfully well disciplined, aren't they?
Nothing of the sort, Wilson. It's just blind obedience, that is. It's not like the cheerful obedience of our Jolly Jack Tars. Oh, no. These Germans, they're just mindless automatons, you know. They're led by a lunatic who looks like Charlie Chaplin.
How dare you compare our glorious leader to that non-Aryan clown? Captain, I am making a note of all of your insults, and your name shall go on the list. And when we win this war, you shall be held to account.
You won't win this war. You can write what you like.
Oh, yes, we will.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, yes, we will.
Whistle while you work. Hitler is a twerp. He's our army, so's his army. Whistle while you
Your
work.
name shall also go on the list. What is it?
Don't tell him, Pike.
I
Now, you look here. You tell your men what I told you, that they're going to stay here all night, and I don't want any trouble. All right? Tell them that. What?
Uncle Arthur.
Yes, what is it, Frank?
It's not fair that my name's gone on the list. I was only joking.
Well, I really think you ought to be really careful what you say. You must realise by now that, Frank, that The Germans have absolutely no sense of humour whatsoever.
You've said much worse things about Hitler. He said much
Be
worse
quiet,
things.
Frank. Be quiet, Frank. He'll hear you.
Well, maybe if you said a nice word to him.
Well, I'll tell
Can
you
you
what
take
I'll-
my name off the list?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do to see if you'll take your name off the list. I'll have a nice word with him, shall I? Yes.
Thank you,
Did you, tell them what I said? Oh, yes. Walker, come here. Is the chip shop open?
Yes, sir. Why?
Here's some money. Go and get some chips. No, for the prisoners. Just take the order and do your best.
Right, sir.
Wilson,
Yes.
Jones, conference. Here.
6 cotton chips.
I want place.
Right, there's 1 place and chips. 5 cotton chips. Right, who wants vinegar?
We want Essek.
1, 2, 3, 4. Vinegar. Right, and who wants salt?
We want salts.
1, 2, 3, 4. Salt. And who don't want any salt or vinegar?
We want some Essek and salts.
No, none of you want that. Right. So, yeah. Let me see if I've got this right now. So you're having place and chips, they're having cotton chips, and that's 4 with vinegar and 4 with salt.
Yeah.
And none of them want nothing at all. Is that right? Fantastic. I will get that.
Walker! Walker, what on earth are you doing?
I've taken their orders, sir.
What? I don't want any soggy chips. I want mine crisp and light brown.
Crisp.
Never mind all that. If I say you have soggy chips, you'll have soggy chips. Soggy chips!
Colonel Montmorency, who was in Calcutta in 92, he tightened his belt and organized a corps. Poor Colonel Montmorency thought, considering all the wars he'd fought, the Home Guard was his job to do or die. But after days and weeks and years, bravely drying his manly tears, he wrote the following letter.
Fancy being those Germans fishing chips. All I've had to eat tonight is paste sandwich.
But thing is, you see, Jock, we've got to keep those prisoners of war, we've got to keep them happy and fed, you see, right? I remember when we was in the Sudan, right, we beat this young officer, right, his name was Captain Darcy Oldane was his name, right? And he used to say, you've got to keep those prisoners of war all fed with that betel nut. You know, those Derby prisoners, keep them well with that betel nut like that. Make sure they might learn by our example. We treat them well and they'll treat us well. Anyway, so like 3 days later, he was captured himself. I mean.
Yeah, what happened to him?
They cut his head off.
Look at the time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You'd think he'd let some of us take it in turns to sleep.
It's no use, Captain. Captain Mannering won't let us take our eyes off. He's obsessed.
Captain Mannering, do you think I could possibly be excused?
No, Godfrey, just stay at your post, will you?
Yes, Mr. Godfrey, keep hold of this ladder, please.
Well, you keep staring at me. Just look the other way, won't you? Goodness sake, what's the matter?
Yes, sorry.
Keep him covered, Jones.
Yes, sir.
If you ask my opinion, sir, he hasn't taken his eyes off you for a minute. I don't think he likes you very much.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, sir, if he was to turn the tables on us.
We've got maximum security, Walker. I don't think anything like that's going to happen to you.
Well, I've had a good night tonight. I've booked 3 houses for sherry lights and we shared a box together, Mr. Yeatman.
By the way, not a word to his worship that I keep up with my hidey hole.
Oh, you can count on me. Solid discretion I am, mum's the word. Well, better go say goodnight to Napoleon. They're not at the podium. Behind me. What's all that?
What are you doing here? These are Nazi prisoners of war. Now just get out.
You've no right to kick Germans in the church hall. The vicar will be furious.
Just mind your own business, will you?
Oh!
What's up with you, mate?
Oh, it's my stomach. I feel so ill.
Damn Burgess.
Just stay away from him, will you?
What are you talking about? Can't you see the man's ill?
He looks bad to me, sir. Must be the soggy chips you made of him.
We really ought to do something, sir.
I don't trust him,
Yeah,
Wilson.
but you can't just leave him lying there, can you?
Yeah, don't just stand there, man. Here, do something. He's somebody's son, you know.
He's got half stone, you know, Mr. Hodges.
Listen, bicarbonate of soda in my first aid kit.
Godfrey, just stay where you are, will you?
Yes, you keep hold of this ladder, Mr. Godfrey.
Don't! I want you to keep them covered. Notch them, watch them like a hawk, all right? Like a hawk.
Oh, yes, sir.
Right? You look after them as well. I'm going in.
Good luck, sir.
Something not quite right
So
here.
what are you afraid about? They're just a few honest German
For
sailors.
goodness sake, get away, man, you silly man. He's breathing all right, isn't he?
One is moving! Hold the machine gun well!
Dogs and Englishmen go out to the sun. In Argentina, Merlin 12-1, but Englishmen deter stars, yes sir. In the Philippines, they have lovely screens to protect you from the glare. In the Malay states, there are hats like plates which the Britishers won't wear. At 12 noon, the natives swoon and no further work is done. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. It's such a surprise for the eastern eyes to see that though the English are effete, they're quite impervious to defeat.
You all finished out there, Wilson? It's all right.
Yes, I've posted Sponge, Hancock and Desmond outside. They've got the factor on the window to the office cupboard, sir.
Stupid, drunken fool, Hodges.
I didn't let them have a gun though, did I, sir?
No, Jones. Jones, you did very well.
I haven't felt like that since I was in the trenches in 1916. Didn't I do well, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, you did awfully well, Jones. You did very well indeed.
Yes, I did. I'll tell you what, Mr. Wilson, you did well too, you did. You kept your cool, you did. You were very cool, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, you thought so, did you?
Oh, yes, I thought
Very cool.
Yes, you were
was I?
very cool. Yes.
Hey! When you lot have finished your mutual admiration society, perhaps you could tell us what we're going to do now, Captain Mannering.
He's right, sir. We can't hang around here all night.
Yes, all right. Well, he's only got one revolver, and he can't get out of the office. So I think you'll find we've got all the ace cards here, Walker. They'll be surrendering any minute. Are you Isaac? Surrendering, Merger?
No, he wants you to take him and his men back to the fishing boat so they can cross to France.
It was? What?
If you don't agree his terms, he's going to blow Mr. Hodges' head off.
But you can't let them go back to France. I'll get another submarine and start sinking in your ships again, won't you?
I tell you what, sir, I think Jones is right there.
One man's life against thousands.
Oh, that's a terrible decision you've Mind you, you have to admit, you never liked the man.
Tell him you want time to think it over, Merger. Right, just tell him that.
Well, he's thinking it over.
We shall give him till dawn.
What did Mannering say?
I must admit, Mr. Hodges, it doesn't look too good for you.
Oh, God!
If only we could get that gun away from him somehow.
Permission to speak, sir. What if I was to put on small clothes, right? And blacken up my face, and knock on the door, and go in there and go, hello, I am a chimney sweep. And I see Mr. Rogers there, and I go, hello, Fritz. And the German guys would say, like, well, why are you calling him Fritz? And I say, because he's not English, is he? He's a German prisoner of war who works as an ARP warden in his spare time. Tell you what, it's sowing the seeds of doubt, you see. And once those seeds of doubt have been sown, I'll jump on the captain and get the gun, and hopefully he won't blow Mr. Hodges' head off.
Mr. Manfred,
Yes, hi.
I saw this film called The Petrified Forest, and, well, in it, Humphrey Bogart was holding Leslie Howard captive in a cave all night. And, well, Leslie Howard kept quoting poetry and long words at him all night, and it didn't half annoy Humphrey Bogart. Perhaps you could do that.
Yes, I missed that film, Frank. What happened to Leslie Howard in the end?
Oh, he got shot.
You stupid boy.
I saw Freddie Bartholomew in David Copperfield, sir. There wasn't really anything in that.
I've never such drivel in all my life. David Copperfield. Wait a minute. Mr. Micawber. Something's bound to turn up. That's it! We'll go along with it. If they march us down to the town, to the harbour, somebody is bound to raise the alarm. Right! We'll agree to your terms. Even if they get to the ship, Wilson, the Navy will blow them out of the water before they go very far. Watch this. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Captain. Hold the machine gun work! Have the cannons! Put down your rifles! Do as they say. Hand them over. Get me a grenade and a piece of string. Wilson, see to that?
Yes, of course.
You won't get away with this, you know. Because if we go down into the town, someone will raise the alarm. I think not, Captain. You see, you will be escorting us through the town with empty rifles. And how do you suppose you're going to make us do that? Very simply. Is it primed?
Oh, yes.
Mind if I share?
No, by all means, carry on.
You, old man, take off your belt and unbutton your tunic.
I beg your pardon.
Do as I say, you silly old fool. Now, Captain, just to make sure that your behavior is correct, the old man shall walk in front of me at all times. One false move. And I pulls this string.
Sir, don't make any false moves. Don't make any real ones either.
I think 7 seconds should be enough for me to get away, but I do not think it'll be enough for the old man to get the grenade out of his tunic.
Oh, a terrible way to die.
Now listen to you, despicable swine. I'm the commanding officer here, so I reserve the right to have that bomb in my tunic.
I won't allow it, sir. They could put 20 bombs in my trousers, but I will not crack.
See, you can't win this war. You see the kind of man this country breeds. Yeah, it's very stupid, Vance. You can sneer, but you have forgotten one thing. Oh yes, what's that? It's 25 miles of sea out there, and then there's the Royal Navy. You will never make it. I think I will, Captain. You see, you shall also be in the boat with us. We shall leave the old man there to tell them what has happened. I don't think the Navy will fire on their own men. And then we're in France, and you are my prisoners. Then we shall consult the list.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run. Back goes the farmer's gun. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get on without his rabbit fun.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Uncle Arthur, do you think if I told the German that there's a somebody detonator in this grenade, take my name off the list?
For goodness sake, Frank, shut up and get back in the line. Come on.
What is that? Look, it's the Colonel.
The game's up now. What what are you going to do now?
I should have done nothing, Captain. You should have to bluff your fat ads.
I refuse to cooperate with you in any way. Don't worry, Jones. He won't go through with it.
Oh, yes, I will.
He says he will, sir.
Halt!
Where on earth are you taking those prisoners out, mate?
Well, sir, what I thought we would do is to...
Well, the thing is, Captain Merlin thought it would be a really good idea if we go for a walk and get them a bit of fresh air. 'Cause, you know, they've been cooped up in a submarine for weeks. That's it.
Good God, Mary, what's the matter with you? You're as white as a sheet. Have you seen a ghost or something?
We thought it would actually give them a bit of fresh air. It would do them the power of good. We're taking them down to the harbour. The sailors like a sea breeze.
Very well. Well, I'm just on my way to the station now to pick up the armed escort. I'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
Carry on, Mary.
Quick, march!
Wait a minute!
Oh!
Good God, Mainwaring, I'm surprised at you. Your men are so normally well turned out. Why isn't Jones wearing his proper gear? And what's this great big lump of string doing hanging out the back of his head?
Now look here, you German chaps, would you mind awfully getting up against the wall with your hands up? Come on,
Don't panic! Don't panic!
Jones! Jones! Should have been off by now.
I suppose he should have done, shouldn't he? I've been saved, sir. I've been saved.
Wilson!
Yes, sir.
I thought I told you to prime all those grenades.
Well, I did, sir, yes, with dummies.
Don't you do anything but... Do you know what? You've just saved Jones's life.
Yes, but now perhaps you'll agree with me, sir, that it's awfully dangerous to keep them primed.
Permission to speak, please, sir. Now that all this commotion is over, would you kindly ask Private Fraser to take his hands out from the back of my trap?
We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think all England's done, Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think all England's done.
Right. Wheelmate. Right, stand at ease. Attention!
Jonesy, you try and do it with the others, please.
No, sorry, sir. No, sir, yeah.
Yes, just stand at ease then.
Sorry, sir. What I think is causing it, right, is you being all the way over there, the sound of your command is taking longer to travel to the end.
Yes, I think probably something like that, Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, perhaps if you was to nod your head, sir, then he might catch on quicker.
Yeah, yes, sir. If you was to nod your head, I wouldn't be fair wanting.
We're not going to do that. Right, now, listen very carefully. Now then, it occurs to me that some of these uniforms are looking a bit shoddy, and some of the buttons that could be doing with brassing up. So this brings me to a little scheme that Wilson and I have just been thinking about, haven't we, Wilson?
Yes, sir, that's right.
What is it, Jones?
Sorry, you nodded your head, sir.
We're not doing that, Jones.
Right, Majesty, sir.
Right, good. Now then, some of the women folk have approached us. What, Jones? What?
Well, you nodded again, sir, so I was just easing myself from that.
Now, some of the women folk have approached us to see if they can join us in our fight with the foe. Now, Wilson and I think that's a very good idea, don't we, Wilson?
Yes, don't nod, will you, sir?
No, I'll try not to. We thought perhaps that they could do the paperwork or do tea or cocoa or something like that.
Buttons!
Pardon, Fraser.
buttons, sir. They could sew on buttons.
Yes, they could. That's a jolly good idea, Wilson. Jolly good. Make a note of that. Yes, it's a very good idea, Frank. What is it, Jones?
You don't need to ready get. Oh, sorry, sir. I forgot we wasn't doing it anymore.
We're going to have to get rid of him.
Yes, I think eventually they'll have to go to it.
My sister Dolly is very good at sewing, petty point, or that sort of thing, providing someone else will thread the needle.
Yes, well, I think we're thinking of people slightly younger than that, Godfrey, actually.
There's a new girl at the sweet shop. She's very obliging.
Ah, now that sounds like more the girl we need.
Yeah, that's right. Comforts for the troops.
All right, let's have that. Thank you.
The lassie works at the Gaslighting Coke Company. She's a good, weight-bearing, sonsy girl. With a firm body and big, strong thighs.
They're very strong, those ones with the big thighs, aren't they?
Yes, well, I'm sure between us we can find the right material. What does sonsy mean?
Well, I think you'll find there is an obscure Scottish term.
Oh, right, okay. Well, bring them along tomorrow. We'll start the recruitment campaign. We only need a few, and carefully trained, they can free us up, the frontline troops, so we can finally get to grapple with the enemy.
I don't think Jones and Taffy don't have much energy left after grappling with them big thighs.
I shan't say it again.
Now I go cleaning windows to earn an honest ball for a moving car. A window cleaner you would be if you can see what I can see. When I'm cleaning windows, honeymooning couples too, you should see them billing too. You'd be surprised at things they do. When I'm cleaning windows in my profession, I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll climb this blinking ladder till I get my
Good evening, Wilson.
Oh, good evening, sir.
How is the recruiting going?
Yes, the men seem to have brought quite a few along, sir.
Oh, jolly good. Right, let's get them in one at a time, shall we?
Yes, sir. Now, who was first?
Right, come on then, you. This is Mrs. Fox, sir. Come on then.
Lovely to see you. Would you mind coming into the office? What a humid day it's been. Oh. May I say you're looking marvellously cool. Do come in. Mrs. Fox.
Mrs. Fox?
Mrs. Fox is one of my best customers, she is. I think you'll find you'll get every satisfaction from her, sir.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Fox?
Oh, by Jove, how rude of me. I've not offered you a chair. Now, is there anything else we can get you? Would you like a nice cup of tea or something?
So, no.
We've got some lovely homemade chocolate.
Wilson!
I'm so sorry.
I think I could have a word with you outside.
Yes, of course.
Now, Wilson, I know you fancy yourself as a ladies' man, but these ladies are going to have to be facing the same discipline as the men. So do you think we can start as we mean to go on?
Well, surely we can be polite.
Yes, of course we can be polite, Wilson, but we don't need this Jack Buchanan stuff, do we? Right, let's get back down to business, shall we? Military style.
Yes, of course, sir, as you wish.
Sorry about that, Mrs. Fox. Now then, name, Fox, Christian name.
Marcia.
Marcia.
I say, what a pretty name. It really is. It's delightful.
Here's my address. You know, I've written my age at the bottom. I've just said to Mr. Merlin, I've written my age at the bottom.
Right, thank you. And now your occupation.
Widow.
Is that an occupation?
Well, I would say in Mrs. Fox's case, sir, it's probably almost a calling.
Wilson! Right. Now then, Mrs. Fox, would you care to join us?
Well, I didn't know you'd come apart.
Oh, that's awfully good. That's so good. Did you get that?
I'll take that as an affirmative. Right, thank you, Mrs. Fox.
Thank you, Mr.
Do
Merlin.
you come along tomorrow?
This way, Mr. Fox.
Next one, please.
Yes, sir. Very dry whip, Mrs. Fox.
Yes, I'm sure, Joe.
Good Ivy next. Yes, do come in. Come on, Frank. You have a seat.
So this is the young lady I was telling you about, Ivy Samways.
Ivy Samways, right.
Yes, this was the young lady who apparently was very obliging, sir.
Yes, thank you. Jones. Jones, you don't need to stay. Could you leave now, please?
Don't get started, sir. Oh!
Now, Miss Samways. Jones, thank you. Jones, just get out. Right. I understand you're a shop assistant, is that right? Right. Now, what's your address, please? Pardon? Pardon?
Jack and Jive, sir.
And what's the number? Pardon? Pardon?
27, sir.
Oh, 27. Right. Well, Miss Samways, what task can we get you to do?
Well, I was thinking answering the telephone, sir. I am sure she'd be most admirable looking after the secrets file as well.
I'm trying my patience tonight, Wilson. You know. Right. Well, thank you very much, Miss Samways. We'll get in touch. You come along tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pike.
Thank you, Miss Mary.
Thank you for bringing Ivy along, Frank. Well done. Thank you, Miss Samway. Yes, Fraser?
Can I have a word?
Yes, of course. Yes, do come in. Fraser, sir, to have a word.
Ah, right. Yes, hi, Fraser.
Captain Mannering, young lassie from the Gaslight and Coke Company can't be here tonight.
All right.
But I've had a word with her, and she wants to join. Ah, she's just the sort we're looking for. What? A fine, firm-bodied lassie. Strong, you know, with big
Thank you, Fraser. Just ask her to come along with you.
Aye, I will, sir.
Thanks.
No, I did.
Next one.
Yes, of course. Oh, sorry, I do apologise. Hello, Walker.
Hi, Mr. Merrick. This is Edith Parrish. She's a friend of mine.
Oh. Right. Do you have an occupation, Miss Parrish?
Yeah, I'm an usherette.
Yeah, that's right. Down the Tivoli Cinema. You know, with the torchlight and all that.
Oh, right. Oh, so I suppose you see a lot of films, do you?
I see a lot of other things and all.
Yeah. Anytime you want to see a film, just knock 3 times on the fire exit round the side alley. She'll fit you in.
Oh, right. Yes, well, thank you, Walker. I don't think I'll be taking you up on that hospitality. Thank you, Miss Parrish. Now, where do you live?
Down Berwick Road, 35.
Mm-hmm.
I live there with my dad. He's 6'3", you know, so don't you go getting any ideas.
Thank you, Miss Parrish.
So I'll see that she's here tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, Pike.
Thank you, Frank.
He does get ideas.
I don't think that's the kind of material we want to talk with.
No, probably not, sir. Probably not.
Right, is there anybody else?
Yes, it's just Mrs. Hart, the new church organist.
Oh, right, yes, we'll send her in then.
Yes, I'll just go and fetch her for you.
Can't be anything worse.
Mrs. Hart. Ah, Mrs. Hart. How delightful to come in. Please have a seat.
Ah, good evening, Mrs. Hart.
Good evening, Mr. Mannering, or should I say, Captain Mannering.
Oh, Captain Mannering will do, thank you very much. Right, Mrs. Hart. Now, Wilson tells me that you're the new church organist.
Indeed I am, and I can't wait to start tickling your ivories.
I really think she probably means, I think Mrs. Hart means the new piano in the church also.
Oh.
Indeed, I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Right. Well, I don't think we can do that, Wilson, can we? It's not a social club.
No, sorry, sir.
Right, Mrs. Hart. Do you have an occupation?
Yes, I'm a florist.
Oh.
I could bring you in some nice flowers to brighten up this dreary office, couldn't I? How about some nice dahlias?
Oh, no, I can't stand dahlias. No. I keep telling my wife they attract earwigs. No, that's quite all right, Mrs. Hart. Well, anyway, come along tomorrow evening, and we'll see if we can fit you in. Thank you, Mrs. Hart.
Thank you, Mrs. Hart. Go careful with the chair. There we are.
Thank you, Wilson. Now then, is that it, Wilson?
Yes, unfortunately Mavis couldn't make it tonight, so she's ironing Frank's suit for work at the bank tomorrow. So.
You know, she spoils that boy rotten, you know. It's not healthy, you know.
No, probably not, but she's going to come tomorrow night. So.
Right, fine. Well, just dismiss the men, will you?
Yes.
They've been up very late. I'll finish up here.
Well, that's all this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's been a rather splendid evening, hasn't it? And we'll see you the same time tomorrow night. Okay, off you go. Thank you, Ivy. Come on, Jonesy, wrap them up.
On the double then, come on then, Mr. Godfrey, sir.
There'll be a nice cup of tea, Mr. Godfrey, waiting for you. Very good. Well done, Jonesy.
There we are, Mr. Godfrey, there we are.
Come in.
Captain Merlin,
Oh, good evening.
I heard you were looking for women volunteers for the Home Guard. Is that right?
Yes, that's quite correct. Would you like to take a seat?
Thank you. I've heard about this platoon from the very start. May I say what a wonderful job you're doing?
Oh, thank you very much. You know, just trying to help old Blighty in her hour of need, you know.
Well, I'd love to do something to help, just to say I was doing something.
Your face seems rather familiar. Have I seen you at the golf club?
No, I haven't been in Wilmington very long. I had to bring Mother away from London because of the bombing.
Oh, I see.
I would have loved to have stayed, of course. Not that there's anything much I could have done, but just to have been there would have shown that wretched little Hitler that we will not give in.
I say, that's the kind of talk I like to hear. Right, I'll just take some details. Name?
Gray.
Gray. Christian name?
Fiona.
Fiona. Say, what a pretty name. Yes, one of my favourites. Occupation?
Oh, well, widow, I suppose if one can call that an occupation.
Well, in your case, I'm sure it's a call. I'll put widow. Widow. Yes, now, your address?
31, Wilton Gardens.
Wilton? I say, that's very near me.
Yes, I know. We see you go to the bank every morning.
I say, do you really?
May I say how very punctual you are? We thought you were 3 minutes late the other day.
Was I?
No, the clock was wrong.
Oh, well, you know, we have to set a very good example for the young people in the bank, you know.
Oh, I completely agree. The old standards, they're declining so rapidly.
They are indeed. They are indeed.
Yes. Well, I mustn't
Mrs. Gray, we'll see you tomorrow at parade, maybe? 7:30?
I can't wait. My life at the moment, it just consists of having morning coffee at Anne's pantry, making the dahlias grow.
I'm rather fond of dahlias.
Oh, really? Do you grow them too?
No. My wife says they attract earwigs.
Oh, what a shame. But she's right, of course. Captain Merlin, could I say something awfully personal?
Of course, yes.
Do you always wear spectacles?
Yes, I do.
Would you take them off for me?
Yes, of course.
Oh, that's so much. Well, it's just that I always think they cut away the warmth from a person's eyes, very much in the way that a fire guard keeps out the heat.
Yes, I see what you mean now, yes. Never really thought about it quite like that before.
Oh, sorry, sir. You're still here?
Yes. Hello, Wilson. This is a new recruit. This is Mrs. Fiona Gray.
I say, Fiona, what a pretty name.
So, Mrs. Gray, thank you very much for coming along.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. I shall look forward to it.
Wilson?
Yes,
Thank you, indeed.
Nice to meet you.
I say, what a perfectly charming woman.
Is she, sir?
Yes, that is just the kind of material we need, Wilson.
Well, you're such a good judge of the brawl, you see, so it'd be most interesting to see how the rest of the ladies get on.
There be tomorrow, just you wait and see. I'll never forget the people I met braving those angry skies. I remember well as the shadows.
Yes, she is Jones over there.
I don't think she's got big thighs, Mr. Fraser.
What's the matter with your eyes, man? They're like tree trunks.
Let's go through the main door, mates, and I shall be with you in a moment. Dear sir, you've broken your glass.
No, I haven't. I just took them off for a moment, that's all. Just had a little trip. All right.
Yes, fine, thank you very much.
Right, so they all ready?
Yes.
Jolly good. Right. Let's see what we've got. Right, make the full name, please, Wilson.
Platoon, would you mind falling in? And ladies as well, would be so kind of you. And if we could make it in several lines, that'd be very good. Yes, that's right. Come on, Morgan, hurry up.
Yeah, there we are.
Get in control then, Jonesy.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes, sir, done that.
We're on time.
Right. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
Right, now then, sooner or later we shall be getting some uniforms, but I thought in the meantime we would do some foot drill tonight so that we can look like an organised platoon of men and women. So, right, I'll get to start straight away. The first one is the most simple, and it is the stand at ease position. Now, you stand with your feet apart, so about 18 inches, nice and comfortably, and then you place your hands right over left over your buttocks, over your behind. At the back. Right, we all got that, you see?
Lots of silly red tape nonsense.
No talking in the ranks, Mum.
Hi, Brian. No talking in the ranks. Right. Now then, from there, we can do the attention position. Now then, what we do here is we transfer the load to the right leg and lift the left leg thus. Now, I'm doing this in slow motion so you ladies can keep up. Is that all right? Right. And then we place the left leg next to the right, thus.
Oh, steady on.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes, thank you. Now then, once we're in that position, this is now the tricky bit, ladies, because at the same time, you need to put your hands by your side with your thumbs in line with the seams of your trousers.
Permission to speak, sir. These ladies can't put their thumbs in the line of their trousers because they're being ladies and all having dresses and things.
That's all right. They can put their thumbs in line with the seams of their knickers.
Walker! Fall out right now. You stand over there. No, you'll take no more part in this parade.
I said.
You weren't wearing them. He'd have something to go on about.
He's very coarse, but very good-hearted.
Thank you. Right, let's try that, shall we? So stand at ease. Right, Wilson, I'd like you to give the order, please.
Yes, of course. Platoon, John.
Oh, no, that won't do at all. Not you, Mrs. Gray, that was wonderful. No, you have to stand up nice and straight with your stomachs in and your chests out.
Not you, Mrs. Fox.
Right, let's try that again, shall we? So stand at ease. And attention. Oh, do keep up, Mrs. Fox, can you?
Well, all of you keep up a little bit more, can't you? Keep it, what?
I was following you.
You mustn't undermine my position, my dear.
All right, stand at ease.
Silly red tape.
No talking in the ranks, Mum.
Frank, we've said.
Hi. No talking in the ranks.
Captain Mannering, Miss Ironside here is doing it very well. The legs are going with a fine, strong action.
Thighs.
I have absolutely no idea.
The thighs don't look very big to me.
I think you probably found them quite long.
Right, all right, well, we'll carry on anyway. So now we do the turning left to right. Now then, to turn to our right, we swivel on the right heel and the left toe. Thus. 1, 2. 1, 2. Follow me. 1, 2. Nice and crisp. 2. 1. Walker. Right, now then. When we get into this position, we brace our thighs hard to keep a clean line.
Do as the captain says. Those thighs and those vibrations, firm and strong.
Right, and then you bring your left leg in front by the sides of the one at the right. So.
Blimey, what a way to win a war.
I'm the captain knows best if you listen to him.
Yes, probably. Just look front, will you? Stop looking at the ladies.
Woman mad, are you?
Yes, all right. Now look, any more out of you and I shall send you home. Right, let's give that a go, shall we? Right, so stand at ease. And attention. Now, platoon, right turn.
It really seems to be a slight confusion as to which is which, sir, doesn't it?
It really does.
No, permission to speak, sir, and break rank moment. Right, they had the same problem during the American Civil War, you see, where they had loads of like rough, crude, yokel-type men as soldiers, right? So who didn't know their arse, who didn't know their left leg from their arse, right? So, to overcome this, right, ingeniously, they used to like tie a piece of hay round their left foot and then a piece of straw round their right foot. And then, like the commanding man, he would go, like, hey, turn! Or straw turn! Depending on whether they got a turn up left or right. But anyway, so they had to make sure they had all the hay on the left foot or the straw on the right. Do you think this will help, sir?
Actually, I think that's a very good idea, sir. Then you'd be able to come in and say, good evening, ladies, what a lovely straws you're wearing.
Out! Come on,
Why you said nothing?
I tell you, get out. I want
Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Admitting the fact she's learning to act, that isn't quite enough. She has nice hands to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her bust is too developed for her age? I repeat, Mrs. Worthington, sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Regarding your dear Mrs. Worthington, of Wednesday the 23rd, although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make it clear this is not a good idea for her to hope, dear Mrs. Worthington, is on the face of it absurd. Her personality is not in reality exciting enough, inviting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington.
We only have time for a quick one, Molly, because we've got to get down to the Army and Navy stores. No problem. Yes, I want to pick up now because I want to get a quarter of good tea for my Mr. Wilson. Do you know what? I haven't been able to get any for ages. Look at them, they certainly are. What's that? Look at them, that's dreadful. It's like months of tea leaves. Oh, I don't say what it looks like. Oh, no. Yes, my Arthur, he does like a very strong cuppa. My Frankie probably because it plays out with his constitution. Oh dear. Oh my goodness me, look at the time. Oh, we better be off. I want to get down there quick before that Edith Parish gets down there with the Army and Navy, and you know what she's like. Thank you. Hello,
Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon.
Good morning, Captain Dannering.
Ah, good morning, Mrs. Gray. What a wonderful surprise. Would you like to take a seat?
Thank you. I haven't seen you here before.
Oh, you know, I like to come down here, you know, to get my nose away from the grindstone.
Yes, please.
Ah, thank you very much. No, I don't think I'll have anything out of that, thank you. Oh, Mrs. Gray, I do.
Oh, no, just coffee as usual for me. Thank you.
Ah, yes, coffee for me too as well, please.
2 coffees.
Thank you very much. You know, they used to do some lovely Devonshire teas here, you know.
With jam and cream.
Oh, yes, that's it. Yes, lovely. You know, I remember when I joined the Guildford Brigade branch just after the war. A friend and I borrowed a flivver and we came right here just for Devonshire tea. Mind you, I got the rough end of my governor's tongue when I got back, I can tell you. Thought I'd toddle off with a bit of fluff.
Oh! Well, it was all such harmless fun in those days.
Oh, yes, it was. Well, we did go to the pegs now and again, you know.
Do you know, your whole face just lights up when you laugh. I do think you're really a very jolly person at heart.
Oh, well, yes. Yes, I think perhaps I am, you know. It's just that being a bank manager, you know, there's not really much chance for joking and jesting, you know. Ah.
Separate bills? Yes, thank you.
No. I'd like them together, please. Please, let me. Yes, could you put them together? Thank you very much.
Good morning, Captain Mannering.
Godfrey?
I haven't seen you in here before.
Oh, you know, I come in here from time to time, you know.
I'm just on my way to the clinic.
Ah.
Yes. Oh dear, Mr. Mannering, have you broken your spectacles?
No. I've just put them down, Godfrey. Thank you. Yes, just the eyes.
Well, will you excuse me?
Yes, fine. Charming man, you know. One of my most loyal soldiers.
Oh, they're a wonderful band of men.
Do you know, I am very, very proud of my men. You know, they all turn up, they come from all sorts of walks of life. And they come...
Do you credit, Captain Mannering?
Well, Captain Mannering, I haven't seen you in here before.
Ah, Walker, yes, you know, I do come in here from time to time.
Here, if you've broken your specs, I know a bloke, he's got 500 frames, hardly used.
No, Walker, no, I've not broken them, thank you.
Here, if anyone asks, you haven't seen me here, all right? I'm just delivering a bit of the sweet stuff, know what I mean?
What, you mean sugar? Shh.
You haven't seen me. And I haven't seen you neither, so don't you worry.
Heart of gold, that man. Do anything to you. I mean, for you. What part of London do you come from?
Just near Regent's Park. It was hopeless for Mother, of course, because that's where they have the ack guns, you know. Oh, was that careless talk?
Don't worry. All your secrets are quite safe with me.
Hey, Mr. Merlin. I don't often see you in here.
No, I come in here from time to time. Oh, never mind.
This is Mrs. Hart. Mrs. Hart.
Oh, Mrs. Hart. Hello, Mrs. Hart. This is Mrs. Fiona Gray.
How do you do?
Hello, Mrs. Gray. Right, you take a seat over there, my dear. There we are. Go on and sit over there. That's it. There we are. Over there. That's it. Good one. Nice one. Right. Wait me a moment, Mrs. Hart. Mrs. Hart's a very good friend of mine, right? But there's nothing in it. She keeps me company from time to time, okay? Right, Jones. But all the same, you won't tell Mrs. Fox that you saw me.
No, all right, Jones.
No, I'll just give her like a few scraps for her cat and that, and then we go out and have a cup of tea.
Right, yes, thank you,
Jones.
Jones. Thank you, Jones. I had rather hoped for a nice quiet cup of tea and a chat.
So had I.
Actually, I have a confession to make. I did actually come in here on the off chance that you might be here.
I'd rather hoped you might.
Excuse me, Miss Mannering. Mr. Wilson, sorry to disturb your tete-a-tete, but the bank inspectors are in. Can you come straight away?
Oh, yes, Mike, sorry, yes, off you go. I'm terribly sorry. Look, shall we see each other again later?
Oh, I'd like that very much.
On parade, perhaps?
I look forward to it.
Yes, me too.
We are the Oval Genius, little girls and boys. Make your request. Because we all drink Ovaltine, we're happy girls and boys.
Mannering's making an utter fool of himself. There's no other way to put it.
They came in 3 times last week to see 40 little mothers with Ed Cantar. Then they came again last night to watch Shipyard Sally for Gracie Fields. Shirley shows them in, think I don't see. They're in the back row, only holding hands, mind. Not like some people I know, have got arms like an octopus.
I have a very possessive nature, I'll have you know.
If you already know, straight from yourself.
If it carries on like this, it'll be straining more than their self-control.
They have coffee every morning together now.
I've not seen them.
They go to the Dutch oven now. I have to go and get them if there's anything important.
Folly. Sheer folly. It'll be the ruin of him. Somebody should tell him.
I think it is none of our business. We shouldn't talk about that sort of thing behind their backs.
Blimey, you're one to talk, aren't you? It was you what told us about them playing clock golf in the municipal gardens.
I thought it was rather nice.
Come in.
Good evening, sir.
Ah, Wilson, it's about time for parade.
Yes, just a few more minutes, I think you'll find, sir.
Jolly good. I have a very important announcement to make tonight about the women's section.
Oh, yes, the ladies section. I did actually want to talk to you about that sometime.
Yeah?
Well, if I don't say anything, I mean, who will?
Right. Well, what do you mean?
Well, we've known each other for a long time, sir, in the school and with the bank. You almost say that we're practically friends, Merlin.
Wilson, if you've got something to say, why don't you just spit it out? Stop waving from side to side. Are you in trouble?
Good Lord, no. It's just we're the ladies section, sir. Do you think that some of us just might be making tiny little fools of ourselves?
Ah. I see. Right, well, yes, thank you for your frankness, Wilson.
That's all right.
No. It can't have been easy for you to talk to me about such a delicate matter.
Well, to be honest, sir, I only actually did it for the best.
Well, I'm not insensitive to what people are saying, you know. So I've decided to disband the women's section. So that should solve your problem, Wilson. Get Mrs. Pike out of your hair. All right? I'll make the announcement now. Come along. Good evening, everybody. Right, everybody here, Jones?
No, President, correct, sir, except for Mrs. Gray.
Mrs. Gray?
No.
Oh, she must be under the weather.
Favoritism.
I'm supposed to think she's all right, because she saw her carrying 2 heavy suitcases down to the station.
2 suitcases?
About 10 minutes ago.
2 suitcases to the station?
Yes, sir.
Well, there's only one train now, sir. It's the 8:40 to London.
What? Right, Wilson, take the parade, will you?
Yes, sir. Do you want me to make the announcement? Good Lord.
Meet again. Don't know where. Don't know where. But I know we'll meet again.
Frome, thank you. Not much chance of that, dear. Anything else? No, thank you. Tuppence, then, please. Thank you.
What's this? What's happened?
Nothing's happened. I'm just going back to London, that's all.
How long for?
Oh, I don't know, a month or two, maybe for good.
What? You've never mentioned this. You've never even hinted at it.
I just thought it would be for the best.
But I don't want you to go. My life is completely changed. I just live from one meeting to the next.
I know. I'm just the same. But it's the only thing to do. People have started to talk.
We'll talk all the time. Who cares about that?
Well, there's your wife.
No one's going to talk to her. She hasn't been out since Munich.
Oh, be sensible, George. You can't afford to have scandal and tittle-tattle.
I don't care.
Well, there's the bank.
Oh, damn the bank.
George.
Well, look, Fiona, look, just please don't take that train.
George, I must.
Look, I implore you, please don't take that train. We'll only meet once a week.
You're making this very difficult for me, but my mind is made up. It's the only way.
Victoria! Victoria train!
There's my train.
Fiona, I've never begged for anybody for anything in all my life, but I'm begging you, please don't get in that train.
Finish with that chair, sir.
Yes, just take the damn chair, will you? I'm asking. Look, Fiona, wait, let me take that. It's heavy. Look, Fiona, can't we talk about this? Please, go tomorrow.
Warmington-on-Sea, Victoria train.
Look, here. No. Let me help you.
Hurry along, please, hurry along.
Hurry up, George, or you'll be going to London too.
But how will I be able to get in touch with you?
You won't be able to.
What? But surely you'll write, won't you?
No, I don't know. Well, maybe.
Stand clear, please.
But promise me you'll write, promise me.
Oh, very well, George, I promise.
And make it soon.
Goodbye, George.
Goodbye, Fiona. Goodbye. Hang on! Yes, sir. Oh, you guard this door. Don't let anybody through, all right? Maximum security. Men, top secret. All the lights immediately. Lovell, Fossil, be on the boundary. Don't let anybody through. I don't care who they are. Do as you're told. Right. Hang on. No, still clear. Right, Jones. Come on in. Talk here.
Right you are, sir.
Excellent turnout, men. Excellent.
Excuse me, sir, aren't you going to be wearing your attire there?
Not for the moment, Jones. No, I should just be wearing the hat. Now, you may be wondering why I put on all these precautions. It's because this dance, no one must see this dance until it is absolutely perfect. Otherwise, we may just look like a, well, bunch of idiots. Now,
Sir,
what?
I'd just like to say that as a Scot, I feel a right Jessie dressed up.
This is not sassy. This is our English national dress, don't have you know?
Rubbish, English national dress. It's just a white frock and bells and ribbons.
All right, Jones, all right, Jones. It's all right. Fraser, you can sneer, but actually if you look at this, this actually epitomises the English character quite perfectly. The clean white smock stands for good work and clarity, and the bowler hat and the boater stands for respectfulness and clear thinking. And well, the ribbons and bows, well, they're just for frivolity, aren't they?
Beautifully put, Captain Mainwaring.
I remember General Kitchener used to like a little bit of frivolity.
Yes,
quite.
No, not now, not that story.
That's a real pity, because that was a very good story, that was.
Not now. Right, where's Wilson?
Excuse me, sir. Do you think someone can open the door for me?
Oh, Pike, help him out, will you? Right now, men, we're not going to spend all night on this. We've got a very busy training period amongst us tonight. Are you ready with the accordion there?
Yes, sir.
Jolly good, jolly good.
This is really most awkward, sir.
Oh, don't worry. We'll soon get used to it.
Sir, Mr. Wilson, he's not looking like a normal man. He said the ladies are going round the wrong way.
For goodness sake, Wilson, just sort yourself out. Will you? Just put it there. Throw yourself in. Right, now listen up, men. Now then, we've nearly reached our target of £2,000, which is to buy a Spitfire. Now, everybody at Warmington-on-Sea will be doing their utmost to collect the rest of the money, and for this week, and this will culminate in a grand finale of a procession on Saturday afternoon, where we will do our dance, and Mr. Wilson will collect all the money.
I don't think I really like the idea of collecting money from strangers, though, to be honest.
It's perfectly simple, Wilson. All you've got to do is you just, well, you gallop the horse around, in a lifelike manner, You just dance in and out with the head. And then you dance around the crowd, and then you open the horse's mouth, and then whilst you're doing that, you just make jocular remarks.
What sort of jocular remarks, sir?
I don't know, Wilson. Something like, har, har, har! Give till it hurts! Har, har, har! Try that.
Ha, ha, ha. Give till it hurts. Ha, ha.
You're about to waste £18,000, sir. He's going to have to be a little more jocular than that.
Too jocular, sir. Otherwise, people might think he's being over-familiar.
Why didn't he say, we need Spitfires to beat the Hun, put money in my mouth, it goes to my tongue?
Rubbish! All he's got to do is wave his stick at the crowd and shout, "Give us some money or I'll bash your head in!"
Sir, do you think you could get someone else to do the horse?
No,
It's not
no.
really me at all, you see.
No, you're going to be the horse, but that's an order. Now, get the other side. Now, form up, everybody. Now, Sponge, give Wilson the book, will you?
That's Stop starving,
Right, Wilson.
Oh, thank you.
Now, where did we get to last time?
I was having trouble with my riffling, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you're riffling, that's right. Now then, I think that it's very important that we understand what all these moves are about. So, Wilson, could you read out riffling, please?
Yes, whiffling. Whiffling, where are we? Oh, there we are, whiffling, yes. The movement of the whiffling stick represents frightening the evil spirits away.
There we are, frightening the evil spirits.
Away from what, Mr. Mainwaring?
It's a fertility dance, Pike.
I don't think my sister Dolly would have done that sort of thing.
Silly old fool! The whole idea of the dance is to encourage the crops to grow. It is danced every spring by the pale young men of the village.
That's not much good us doing it then, is it?
Gentlemen, just calm yourselves.
Listen to speak, sir. I do not wish the opposite Private Fraser whilst he's waving his whiffling stick around.
Why?
But I've faced whirling dervishes and I've faced pointed helmets in the trenches. But I do not wish to face Private Fraser. He has a very, very bad look in his eye. Mad look in his eye. Look at him.
Mad? Mad? My eyes are perfectly sane. Do you think I've got mad eyes? Come on, Merlin. Mad
Not quite mad, Fraser. No.
There you are, see?
Right, all right. Let's just get a move on, shall we, before we get everybody's names. Right. Form up. Everybody ready? No, wait. We've got to test the bells. Right, let's test the bells. Shake your right legs. Shake your left legs. What's the best you can do, Godfrey?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Wilson, please keep that animal under control.
Well, I'm ever so sorry, sir, but it's not used to this type of work.
Right, back it up. Right, now then, is everybody standing by? We'll go from the top. Now, what's next, Wilson?
The bean sprouting, sir.
The bean sprouting. Right, that's it. Right, now then, this is what we do. We tap on the floor twice, and then we go, whoa! And then we leap into the air. And that represents the beans growing.
How high should we leap, Mr. Mannering?
Well, as high as the beans grow. High.
I had some last year that grew to 8 feet.
I can jump high, Mr. Manning, in what?
All right, yes.
Sir, I think we need to be a little bit careful because the vicar's got some dry rot in the hall of
Oh, right, yes. Be careful, everybody. Be careful of the dry rot. Don't jump quite so high. Right, well, let's start as we mean to go on, and let's now practice what we've done so far. So are you ready on the accordion?
Yes, sir.
Standing by, and 1, 2. Very good, Mike. Very initiative. Triple. Very good. Triple. Very good, everybody. Right, get changed. Back in your uniform. Back into training. Go on, off you go. Very well done. Off you go. Right. Jonesy. Jones. What's all this? What's the matter with you? What's all this stuff with Fraser and Smith? It's not like you.
Well, I can't keep it to myself anymore, Tracy. I'm in a highly nervous state.
Why? What's the matter?
I'm afraid it's very personal.
Oh, we got trouble at home?
No, I've got trouble away from home.
Oh, right. Well, you're going to come in the office then.
Okay, sir. So, could Mr. Wilson come as well, please, sir?
Why?
We've been a man for work and all that.
Very well. Come on, Wilson.
Would you like me to walk or gallop, sir?
Just get in the
I'm ever so sorry, sir, but it sort of sticks out, you see.
Well, just get it, back it up.
Would you like me to take it off?
Yes, please. Thank you. Just take it off.
Yes.
Right. Now then. Jones. Out with it.
Well, you see, it's rather delicate, you see, sir. It's Mrs. Fox.
Oh. Mrs. Fox?
Yeah, well, she's a widow lady, you see, and we have a certain arrangement, and just recently we've been walking out.
Walking out where?
Well, all over the place, you see. I take her some chops round on Saturday night, and she cooks them, and we have supper together, you see.
Well, you're not the only person in the platoon to have that kind of relationship with a widow lady, Jones.
Oh, really? So that was rather below the belt, wasn't it?
Why, there's nothing between Mrs. Fox and I. It's a purely Teutonic relationship, you see. Like I said, she cooks a supper, and then we eat that together, and then we listen to In Town Tonight. And when the announcer man, he says, "Carry on, London," I go home.
Right. Well, I don't see what that's got to do with me, Jones.
But just recently, sir, attentions have been taken by another.
Who?
Mr. Gold at the town clock.
Well, that silly old balder, that silly old duffer may have a bald head, but he also may be a silly old buffer with a bald head.
Thank you.
Everyone knows he's a rogue and a philanthropist. He's been turned completely by the gay life he's been showing us. Old-time dancing at Peavney Hall and day trips to Eastbourne. I mean, what can I offer her? I'm just a simple butcher.
Yes, well, I still don't see what I can do for you, Jones.
Well, I was hoping you might speak to her for me, please, sir.
Oh, I couldn't possibly do that, Jones.
I've written down a number here. Look.
Oh.
Don't go passing it around to everyone, though, will you, though?
All right, Jones. I'll see what I can do.
Oh.
But I really don't think I can get involved.
Well, you must, sir, you must. Otherwise I'll be a broken man, you see. What use is it to you as a broken lance corporal?
Well, maybe I should phone this lady and tell her what this town clerk's like. I'll give her a call tomorrow morning.
I think it'd be awfully kind if you did, James. He's such a good dancer, isn't he?
Yes.
Hello? Hello, Godfrey's son, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was just having my hot milk before going to bed.
Well, it's happened. I knew it would one day.
What has?
Mannering succumbed to the lure of the flesh. Did you hear what I said, Godfrey's son? The flesh! The flesh!
Please don't keep repeating that word, Mr. Fraser. My sister Dolly might hear you. I refuse to believe he's capable of such a thing.
Well, I tell you, I just happened to be walking past the office door and I heard it with my own ears. He was talking to this woman.
What woman?
Mrs. Fox, you know, a big, fine widow woman.
Mr. Mannering's a pillar of respectability.
Aye, but it's the likes of him that are the worst. Always looking down his nose at other folk. But at the same time, inside, lust. Lust, sheer naked lust. The fires of hell are lying in wait for him. He's doomed! Doomed! Nonsense, is it? Well, I heard them arrange to meet the woman at the Marigold Tea Rooms tomorrow morning at 10:30. If you didn't believe me, come along and see for yourself.
Very well. I'll come, just to prove that you're wrong.
Right, I'll see you there. Oh, and didn't forget, it's your turn to pay for the coffee.
Hello, Pikey. Listen, I need some information from you. It's very important for you.
What do you want to call me at this time of night for? Mum's furious.
Who's that on the phone, Frank? Not a girl, is it?
No, Mum. It's Mr. Cheeseman.
What? How dare he bring you up this time of night? Tell him to go away.
It's only 10 o'clock, Mum.
I don't care. You should be in bed. You don't forget to clean your teeth.
Mum says I've got to go to bed and clean my teeth.
Oh, yes. Very important, that is. Clean your teeth. Listen, Pikey, I need some information. What time does Mainwaring go for his coffee in the morning?
Oh, at 10:30 every morning in the Marigold Tea Rooms. Regular as clockwork. Why?
Well, I've been given some information suggesting he's seeing a certain lady.
Oh, no, Mr. Mannering doesn't see certain ladies. He's married.
Well, when I say lady, I mean, you know. Anyway, the thing is, I write this article for the Eastgate Gazette. Whispers from Warmington. Oh yes, I can see it now in the headlines. What certain local bank manager is associated with a certain widow Lady X?
I'm sure you've got it all wrong.
Well, my information is very reliable, boy. Apparently, the man is besotted. Besotted, I say!
Oh, like in that film Rain. Well, see, there was this clergyman, and he was besotted with a girl called Sadie Thompson. And in the end, well, being a clergyman, he wasn't allowed to be besotted. In the end, he just walked into the sea. Here, you don't think Mr. Mannering's going to do that, do you? If he does, he'll have to walk miles. Tide out tomorrow morning.
Mr. Godfrey, yes. Here's your coffee, it's ready for you. Sorry, I'm late. Mr. Fraser, I refuse to believe that Captain Mannering is capable of such a thing. He's a respectable married man. You know your trouble, Godfrey. You live in a fool's paradise. I tell you, idiots.
Thought we'd have the place to ourselves, Wilson.
Yes, well, no one knows why you're meeting Mrs. Foxer.
Well, it won't do for a man in my position to be seen with a flashy woman like Mrs. Fox in a place like this. In a small town, tongues wag, you know. Tongues wag.
Well, I'm sure that no one's in the slightest bit interested, to be totally honest. Let's have a seat. Come on.
All right. Right. Well, I'll sit here. You go and sit on your own over there.
You won't let me down, do you, sir?
Is that you, Jones?
Yes.
What are you dressed like that for?
No, I'm in disguise. I don't want anyone to recognise me, you see.
Woo! Mr. Mannering, I'm here! Oh, Mr. Fraser. Good morning, Mr. Coffey. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Wilson. I'm so sorry I'm late, Miss Mannering. I'm usually on time for my gentleman.
Would you
just
please sit down? Oh, did you see that, Godfrey, the way he manhandled her?
Yes, please.
2 coffees, please.
Aren't you having coffee with your good friend, Mr. Wilson?
No. I'm having this woman for coffee. No, I mean, I'm having coffee with this lady. Just 2 coffees, please. Now then, Mrs. Fox, I've called you here this morning because I'd like to talk to you about...
Mr. Mannering?
What? What do you want, boy?
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Mannering, but Mrs. Mannering's on the phone.
What? Well, tell her I'll call her back later.
Later?
Yes.
Right, yes. Oh, hello, Mrs. Fox.
Oh, hello, dear. How are you?
No, Mrs. Fox. I've called you here this morning because I have a rather delicate issue to talk to you about.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to things with the emotions, I find it rather difficult.
You needn't be shy with me, Mr. Mannering.
Right. Yes, well, the point is, Mrs. Fox, that you're a very attractive woman.
And you're a very attractive man, Mr. Mannering.
What's that got to do with it?
Oh, but you are.
Oh, well, I won't argue with that. Right. Now, you've had an admirer in Mr. Jones for some years now, and now you have another.
Mr. Mannering.
Did you see that? William Handy Bandy! Oh, dear, I think we'd better go. I think we had.
No, I realise that this other admirer is a public figure, and he may seem rather attractive to you.
Oh, he is.
Well, yes, but Mr. Jones, on the other hand, well, he's just a simple butcher, isn't he? But he's a fine figure of a man, Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Fox, with a full head of hair. And, well, not to put too fine a point on it, this other person is bald.
Well, you know what they say about bald-headed men, don't you, Mr. Mannering?
Oh, no, what are they saying? No. No, Mrs. Fox. Now, the point of the matter is that Jones is a very loyal member of my platoon, and I don't want him hurt.
Oh, we won't hurt him, Mr. Mannering.
We?
You can have Mondays and Saturdays, and he can have Tuesdays and Fridays.
No, Mrs. Fox, no. I'm talking about Mr. Gordon, the town clerk.
Oh. Well, he can have Wednesdays.
I don't seem to understand. The whole point
Excuse me,
of
Mr.
What
Mannering.
is it, Pike? What is it?
Sorry to disturb you again, Mr. Mannering, but Mrs. Mannering's on the phone again.
Oh.
I did tell you I having coffee with Mrs. Fox, but she insisted on speaking to you.
You stupid boy!
Come out, girls. Out you come. This way, girls. Line up in front of yours, girls. Very nice. That's in front of yours. What do you think then, Mr. Town Clerk?
Well, they're very nice. Yes, they are. Can we just get on, please? I've got a very busy evening ahead of me.
Wouldn't mind having a busy evening with this fellow, all right?
Just get on with it, Mr. Hodges, and tell the girls what we want.
Right, girls, as you know, we got you here tonight to pick one of you to play the part of Lady Pilot in the procession next week.
Can we see the first girl on the horse, please?
Okay, girl. On yours, girl. Up you get, girl.
That's very good. Yeah, very good. Very nice. Yes, well done.
I have never been so shocked in all my life, Wilson. That woman, that stupid woman, she actually thought that I had amorous intentions towards her.
Oh, I say, how embarrassing for you, sir.
And that boy Pike, well, he made it even worse. When my wife phoned to ask where I was, he told her I was having coffee with Mrs. Fox.
Oh, dear.
Oh, how broken I shot back. Elizabeth wouldn't listen to a word I had to say. Look what she did to my tie.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Now look, she phoned the bank 12 times tonight. So if she phones here, I want you to tell her that I'm not in, all right?
Yes, of course, I totally understand, sir.
Jolly good.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Jonesy.
Mr. Wilson.
Hello,
Evening,
Jonesy.
sir.
Jones.
Just wanted to thank you for talking to Mrs. Fox like that. I'm sure you had a very positive effect on her.
Oh, I can honestly say it really, really did, yeah.
Captain Mannering, you can't get in the hole, the door's locked. Yeah, Mr. Hodges told us to go away.
What? As if I haven't got enough to deal with. Anyway. It's locked, Wilson.
Yes, well, I think you'll find it's Hodges' night to have the hall, you see.
There's no need to lock the door, is there?
Probably not.
Right, all right. Well, we'll have to have a lecture here. clear the desk. Right, Fraser, put the gun up on the desk. Right, the lecture today is going to be stripping down. Now, Jones has practiced this, and he is going to strip his gun down in 2 minutes. So are you ready, Jones?
Yes, mate, sir.
I'm going to time you. Ready? Strip! Come on, Jones.
Uncle Arthur? Uncle Arthur?
Yes, what is it, Frank?
The hall's full of naked girls.
Don't be so absolutely ridiculous, Frank, and pay attention to the lecture. Come on.
It's true. Come and have a look. See for yourself. Look. Look through the keyhole.
Good heaven.
Tell Mr. Mannering.
Well, I don't think we really ought to. I think it would be disastrous, wouldn't it? Especially if the telephone rang.
Get that phone, Wilson, will you? Come on, Jones, you've got
Good
30
evening.
seconds
Hello.
left.
Ah, yes. How are you? Lovely to speak to you, yes. Let me just see if he's here. Bear with me one moment. Sorry, sir. Mrs. Mannering on the phone.
I told you to tell her I'm not here.
Yes, okay, sir.
Just tell her. Right,
hello,
carry on.
Mrs. Mannering, are you still there? Yes, just to say,
Mannering,
unfortunately,
I'm
he's got
Put it down, Wilson, put it down! How dare you burst in on one of my lectures?
I'm sorry. I'm just on my way into the hall. Excuse me, boys. Mr. Gordon. Let me in. It's only little me.
Oh, what's that, please?
Mrs. Fox, just a minute, just... there we go. Oh, you're just on time. Well done, do come in here.
He's going again, so what's he doing?
I don't
What's
know,
he doing?
but I'm about to find out.
I'll come with you.
What on earth is going on here?
That's not the parents' my turn to have the all tonight.
What? How dare you have naked girls in my HQ? Vicar! Vicar, I'm appalled at you! Wilson! Wilson!
Yes.
Come away from there! Come away from something!
What shall I cover them up with, sir?
Anything! Just come over here, Pike. Come over here.
Don't be so absurd. All this fuss over a few silly girls.
Yes, if the baker wants to have silly girls in the hall, that's his affair.
Mr. Gordon, shall I go and get changed into my swimming costume now?
No, he's out again, sir. You're stopping.
I don't think I could stand the shock.
Hodges, I want an explanation for this.
Keep your hair on. We're just picking one of the girls to play the part of Lady Godiva in the procession next Saturday.
Lady Godiva?
Yeah, Lady Godiva. It's a lot better than your silly Morris dancing.
No, Morris dancing isn't silly.
Wait, just wait, don't! Get out of the way. Now, wait a minute. Do I have this right, that one of these girls is going to ride naked through the streets of Gormington-on-Sea?
Well, you see, the thing is, it's a brave tribute to the people of Coventry. The ladies won't be bare, of course. No, they'll be covered from head to toe in fleshing.
Fleshings?
Yes, it's all right, sir. I spoke to the girls. It's an all-over body type, and they assured me they're perfectly respectful.
All over body stockings?
Yeah, lovely. We're not living in Victorian times, you know.
Mr. Gordon, may I have a little word in your ear?
Oh, yes.
He's doing it again, sir. You've got to stop him.
All right, Jones, just calm yourself, calm yourself. Now listen here, Mr. Town Clerk.
Mr. Mannering, now I do think that we have come to a conclusion here which will be very beneficial to you. You see, the thing is, you do not want these young ladies playing Lady Godiva. No. It's just been pointed out to me that Lady Godiva Leofric was a woman of more mature means. And so therefore, in order for historical accuracy, I think that Lady Godiva should be played by, Mrs. Fox. She would be perfectly respectable, covered from head to toe in fleshings. and a wig of golden tresses.
You'll need more than long golden tresses to cover hair. You'll need a bell tent.
Yes, Elizabeth. No, Elizabeth. No. No. I had nothing to do with the selection of Mrs. Fox as Lady Godiva. I wasn't even that, well, I was there, but no, it was Mr. Gordon, the town clerk's decision. Well, he thought it was supposed to be played by a lady of more mature years. Well, you know, more ample proportions. Yes, well, I realise you've got more ample proportions than Mrs. Fox, dear. But then you're not Lady Godiva, are you? What? What? Oh.
Good evening, sir.
Just talking to the little woman, you know.
Which little woman would that be?
My wife, of course.
Hello, Jonesy.
I've lost her, haven't I?
No,
I've lost her. Ever since Mr. Gordon chosen Mrs. Fox to be Big Lady Godiva, it's been turned right round. Right round.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jonesy. It's dreadful news.
This is what happens when you let women into men's affairs. It's shocked the whole platoon completely sideways.
Yeah.
No, Mum, you can't come in now, Mum. We're about to go on parade.
Frank, Mavis.
Wait, Frank. Oh, good evening, Mr. Mannering.
Evening.
No, they're not.
Yes, maybe.
What's all this I hear about Mrs. Fox being chosen to play Lady Godiva?
Well, I can honestly assure you it was nothing to do with me at all. You see.
Well, you were there, weren't you?
Well, I was there. I was sort of, standing around. It was kind of
In a woman like Mrs. Fox. I mean, I'm much slimmer than she is. What's wrong with my figure?
Well, no, nothing at all. It's delightful.
No, I've got nice legs, haven't I? Haven't I got nice legs?
Awfully nice. Beautiful legs.
You don't want to go playing Lady Godiva, Mrs. Pike.
I would like to have been asked, that's all.
But can you imagine the effect it would have on your son? You riding through the streets of Warmington, dressed in nothing but...
Fleshings.
No, I know how I would feel if it was somebody close to me. No, take it from me, Mrs. Pike. You should just let sleeping dogs lie.
Underneath the red thing, there beneath the boundary used to meet, and the hair kisses the wear so sweet. All the little birds went tweet, 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 beneath the red thing,
Right, you all ready, men?
Yes, sir.
Quick. Wilson, get to the horse.
Yes, sir.
Get ready. Right, stand by, men. Now then, when the procession comes past, Jonesy here is going to open the door and we will all burst out and do our dance. All right?
I'm afraid I'm not awfully good at bursting out.
Just do the best you can. You all right? Right, now then.
Mr. Mannering, the procession's on its way now.
Excellent. Right, get ready, everybody. Right. Come on, Wilson, get that on.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Jones! Mr. Jones!
What's the matter? What's the matter?
It was terrible, just terrible.
Oh, don't you worry there, Mrs. Fox. You're your little chap now, aren't you?
Jonesy, there's no
You just
time.
tell me what happened there, what happened there.
I went to the hall to go and get changed, and I put the fleshings and wig on a chair. And when I got back, they were gone, gone, gone!
Dear,
What a pity.
don't worry there,
It looked as if we'll be able to see Lady Godiva after all.
Well, look, it's just up to us now, men. So stand by, everybody. Jones, that's enough. Just get through.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Mr. Mannering, there is a Lady Godiva.
What?
Oh, Lord, not Mavis.
Well, I thought I told you to keep that woman under control, Wilson.
No, sir, no, you mustn't.
Mrs. Mannering!
After all this shock, he's going to never recover from this.
And neither will the horse.
are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think old England's done.
I've never heard of anything quite so ridiculous in all my life.
Why should you be in charge of the choir any more than me? What do you know about music anyway?
Now listen here, Hodges. I shall tell you this once more. It was my idea to have the choir, and so I shall conduct it.
Listen, Napoleon, you asked for some ladies and I'm bringing them along, so why can't I conduct?
Because the choir is made up of my platoon, and my platoon are men.
I've only got your word for that, mate.
Ah,
Those wounded soldiers don't want to look at a lot of old men. They like to see a pretty woman.
all right, right. Let's throw a coin for it, shall we? Now, look. Heads, I conduct. Tails, you conduct. Heads, I conduct.
Let's start through.
No!
Platoon, by the front, quick march. Platoon, halt. Platoon, left turn. Platoon, stand at ease. Right, Chelsea, be ever so, oh dear, be ever so kind to get in your choir arranging position if you three at the end could possibly manage it.
Come on, Nick.
There we are. You take one.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Walker,
Wilson. Very
possibly behave, you can have one. Well done, Godfrey. Wait,
Left, right, left,
One.
right, left, right, left, right.
Don't be so silly, Mr. Hawkins. They're not soldiers, they're just girls. Ladies, would you mind getting into your quiet positions, please?
Left, right, into position, please, ladies and gentlemen. You'll notice I don't have to bawl and shout to keep my people in order. I dominate by the power of my personality.
Really? Well, it doesn't seem to be working awfully well, does
Will
it?
you get into position?
Would you like to Hello, Godfrey. What are these for the flag?
Yes, you want to watch out for that?
Yes, of course. Would you like to take one for the picture as well? Very good. Well done.
Right, good evening, everybody.
Mr. Thomas.
Right, now then, as you know, we are holding this concert on Saturday for the wounded soldiers, and as most of the soldiers will be members of the Cornish infantry, I've decided that we will perform the floral dance as our opening number. Now, Wilson, will you get the piano, please?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Thank you very much. There we go. Right. What are you doing, Wilson? Wilson!
Sorry, sir. I'm just limbering out the digits, sir.
You're not Charlie Coons, you know. No. Hodges?
Yes?
Why have you got your helmet on? You don't need that for singing, do you?
Oh, I don't mind if he keeps it on. Look, I can rest my music on it.
I'll take it off, not because of what you said, but because of what she said.
I've never seen him without his hat before. I always thought he didn't ever talk to his head.
I heard that, you stupid, soppy-looking boy.
Boy, don't you call my son a stupid, soppy-looking
Well,
boy.
he is a stupid, soppy-looking boy.
Can we get on, please?
Yes, let's get on, shall we? Right, now then, the song is very simple. I'm sure you all know it. The opening verse is very simple. It's all on one note. Something like la 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 la. Now, I'm going to get Wilson to play the rhythm out for us on the piano in one note. All right, Wilson, when you're ready.
Unfortunately, sir, that note seems to be broken.
We'll play the next one.
Well, unfortunately, that's not the right note, sir.
We'll play something like it.
Well, there's not one like it on this part of the keyboard, sir.
You try to blind me with sight.
Well, not really, sir, but I can possibly play it in an octave lower, if you like.
Right, yes, we'll do that then, will you, please?
Yes,
right, just play that for us, will you? Right, that's it, that's good. Right, now then, everybody, stand by, wait for the intro. 1, 2.
As I walk home on a summer stars in
That's way too low, so the ladies can't sing that note. They can't
No.
be with it.
They can't can't sing that low. Wilson, we need to sing a bit higher.
Slightly higher.
Slightly higher.
Okay, let's
Slightly
try
higher. Right, stand by everybody, slightly higher. Stand by. 1, 2.
It's too high, sir.
It's too high now. It's too high. We don't want it too high and we don't want it too low.
Shall I try something slightly in the middle?
We want it in the middle.
No, I've had about enough of this. I'll give it to you. As I walk home on a summer night when stars in the heaven were shining bright, far away from the footlights glare, into the sweet and scented air of a quaint old Cornish town. How's that?
Rotten.
I'll give it to you, my little pitch pipe. I carry it everywhere with me. Handy little thing.
Thank you, Vicar.
Rebecca uses it to tune Boy Scouts. Oh, I do.
Right, all right. Right, now we've got the right note. Now what we need is a volunteer for the solo of Born from Afar on a Gentle Breeze.
I would like to volunteer myself, sir, to sing the Born from Afar on a Gentle Breeze bit there.
Yes, all right, Jones. Yes.
Yeah,
you can do that. I
yes.
thought you might volunteer. Yes, well done. Right, okay. Everybody ready? From the top. 1, 2.
As I walked home on a summer's night, when stars in the heaven were shining bright, far away from the footlights there, into the sweet and scented air of a quaint old Cornish town.
Somebody stop him. Right, Jones, it was fine, Jones. It's a bit too early, that's all. Right, what we'll do, Jones, is we'll count you in, all right?
All right, sorry, sir.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then in, all right?
Right, sorry,
Right.
sir, yes.
All right, stand by, everybody. Stand by, from the top. 1, 2.
As I walked home on a summer's night, when stars in the heaven were shining bright, far away from the footlights there, into the sweet and scented air of a quaint old Cornish town. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8.
Born from afar on a gentle breeze, joining the murmur of summer seas, distant tides of an older dance, played by the piggies, bedboat jobs on the
I'll make it floating down.
Wilson!
Sorry, sir.
I've stopped waving the stick.
Oh, have you, sir? Sorry, I must admit, sir.
The stick's very important, Wilson.
Yes, apparently it is.
Right. Now then, that was very good. So what we're going to do now, what I thought we would do, is we will split up the next verse of the cornet, the clarinet and big trombone. So, Godfrey, you'll do the cornet and clarinet.
A cornet and clarinet.
Fraser, you do the big trombone.
Aye.
Hyde, you do the fiddle and the cello. What's the matter now?
Well, I was just thinking, sir, wouldn't it be better if Walker was on the fiddle?
Yes, very good, very good. Walker, you're the big bass drum.
Hello, sir.
Jones, you're the flute, bassoon and flute. Now we need someone for the euphonium.
Why don't we split that up as well, sir? Jonesy can do the U, I'll do the phone, and the vicar can be the bum.
Oh, I say! All right, Hodges, you be the euphonium. Right, let's do that then, shall we? Right, stand by, everybody. And 1, 2.
I thought I could hear that curious tone.
A big trombone. Hey!
There's no iron trombone.
I know there isn't, but I put it in. Gives it a bit of guts. It's a washed out English tune. Sassenach rubbish.
Right, all right, just sing it as it's written, please. Right, let's go again, shall we? From the same place, with all the agreed words and with the splits. Right, ready, and stand by. Watch my stick, Wilson.
Yes.
Don't anticipate.
I won't.
Ready? 1, 2.
I thought I could hear the curious tone.
A big trombone,
Fiddle, cello,
bass drum, bassoon, flute, phone.
Far away as in a trance, I heard the sound of a floral mass.
Oh, very good, very, very, very good. Now, we come to the solo. Now that's you, Pike. Now I've marked your script slowly and dreamily.
Slowly and dreamily, sir.
That's it, that's the one. Right, now then, we're going to practice that now. So stand by, Pike. Ready? And 1, 2.
So lonely standing there, and I could only stand and stare. I had no boy girl with me, slowly as I have to be in a quaint old college town.
Wait a minute. Why did you just sing boy girl with me?
Oh, that's what it says here, Mrs. Mannering. For I have no boy girl with me.
If you're a boy, you've a girl, and if you're a girl, you've a boy. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Oh, stupid boy.
Well, which one am I then?
Just sing girl. It's like, don't sulk. Right, now then. Stand by, Pike. You ready? Stand by. Good boy. Ready, and 1, 2.
So lonely standing there, and I could only stand and stare, for I had no girl with me, slowly as I have in a quaint old Cornish town.
You all right, Pike? Very slowly and dreamily. Right, very good. Right, very good. Right, now we're going to do it right from the top. All the notes, all the agreed words in English, and all the splits. Ready? Stand by, everybody. Give it everything you've got. And 1, 2.
As I walked home on a summer's night, when stars in the heaven were shining bright, far away from the footlights there, into the sweet and scented air of a quaint old Cornish town. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Born from afar on a gentle breeze, lying in a murmur of summer seas, distant tones of an old folk dance, played by the busy bedbird chants.
On the calm air came floating down. I thought I could hear the curious tone.
A big trombone,
Fiddle, cello,
bass drum, bassoon, flute, phone.
Far away as in a trance, I heard the sound of the floral mass.
I felt so lonely standing there, and I could only stand and stare, for I had no girl with me, lonely as I'd have to be
In a quaint old Cornish town. When suddenly hasting down the lane, a figure I knew I saw quite plain. With outstretched hands I rushed along, carried her to an airy throng, and the fiddler all went dancing down. We danced to the band of the curious tone, the cornet, clarinet, the big trombone, fiddle, cello, big bass drum, bassoon, flute, and melodeon. For a breath in the midst of his dance, all together in the floral dance, dancing here, dancing there, jingling, jogging everywhere, up and down and round the town. Hurrah for the Cornish floral dance!
Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. 'Cause who do you think you are giving this
company and your support tonight. Now, Project Play proudly raises money for charity each year, and that charity this year is Help for Heroes. Help for Heroes helps men and women who every day have to leave their career in the armed forces as a result of physical or psychological wounds, a life-changing moment for each of them. So it's wonderful to be able to give something back by way of our bucket collection, which you will notice as you leave. So thank you for anything you can spare. Please keep supporting Project Play and live theatre, because we can't do it without you. So I wish you all a safe journey home on behalf of the Castle School of Dad's Army. Thank you.